What's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2 of this FTMO challenge traded live. So today is, let me show you a second, it's the 23rd of September, Thursday. So yesterday part 1 went live, and the plan was to not pick up the camera till like Sunday, but quite a few things have happened and I don't want to get behind, so I thought I'd jump on now and start this part 2. So we had a pound Swiss trade yesterday afternoon which hit TP, which I'll run over in a minute. And this morning we had a pound CAD trade which hit stop loss, and I'm actually in another trade at the moment which is live, running about 10 pips profit or so. Just record my phone and show you. So yeah, FTMO challenge running at like 300. So we're not much different to where we left off at. I think the last video ended at 5.1, so we're at 5.7 at the moment. So starting off, guys, pound Swiss. This was a trade that I had yesterday afternoon. It was a simple third touch trend line, and we had the 800 EMA and the 200. You can see we tapped this area perfectly and we've moved off 120 pips or so, but also I didn't catch all of that move. So my entry was at 1.25697, which is 1.25 about there, so had about 9 pips drawdown, and I believe I took TP at 45 pips. So yeah, missed out on some profit here, but nothing that I'm worried about really. So then we had a pound CAD trade which stopped out this morning. Unfortunately, I think it's it's in profit now, but it's one of them, innit? So entry is 1.73400, 1.73400. Had a hefty, so even if I had a 50 pip stop loss I would have still got stopped out. But yeah, we're moving on from that trade. Stop loss hit on that one, and as you saw on my phone, so in a New Zealand dollar CAD long trade, just run over this one quickly. So let me just get rid of it all. So I had a 38 Fibonacci, started from here, because if I start here and go to there, you can see we've retraced more than the 61, we've gone past the 78.6. So once the fib has broken the 61.8, we have to start a new fib. So we're taking this low here, snap up to this high here. You can see we've got the 38 here, which lines up with this wick and this 100 EMA. So nice free confluences there. We're running about 14 pips profit so far. If we go to the weekly, you can see the wick rejection a little bit more clear. So this is what I'm talking about here. A nice 90 pips rejection, dropped off a nice 240. So we pushed up and now we're retesting this area here. So using that as a confluence along with the Fibonacci and the EMA. But yeah, guys, I'm going out for the day now, so I'm just going to let this trade run. I got TP at like, I believe 600's first TP. So about 25 pips away from TP1, and then TP2's up near this wick here. So another 40 pips or so. So TP1 20 pips away or so, TP2 about 60. So I'm just going to let it be, and then I'll update once something's happened. What's going on, guys? So it's Sunday. I've just done my analysis for the week, and I'm just going to run through that trade that we took on Friday and show you what happened. So TP1 was hit, and then I put my stop loss to BE, and unfortunately we got stopped out at BE. But as you can see from the chart, my entry was 0.89150, moved off a nice 58 pips. I think my second TP was, well actually full TP was 95. So we come about 20 pips away from full TP, but unfortunately we dropped off. So now we're close to my next buy, which is a 61.8 and a couple more confluences. And you can see we've got multiple EMAs there in this area. So a pretty good buy there. So I'll be setting my pendants at 11, so in a couple hours or so. And what I'll do is I'm just going to leave it and wait until I get triggered into a trade. And then I'll update and we'll go from there. But the FTMO currently at 5.9. So I only need like 2 or 3 good trades really. I should better get this past. But I'm not going to be too aggressive. I've got loads of time and I'm up 6%, so I only need 4%. So there's no point being too aggressive. But yeah, that's we'll set the pendants and then see what happens. So guys, it's 4:30 in the afternoon on Monday. No trades so far. Got a bit unfortunate with trades overnight. So GC, USD CAD and New Zealand CAD, they all line up for buys. And I didn't want to put all three pendings on because if they all got triggered then I'm overexposing myself. So I went with New Zealand dollar CAD, and as you can see, GBP CAD hit my box perfectly, moved off 100 pips or so, so missed that one. New Zealand CAD, currently still waiting for this to get hit, about 30 pips away still, not really doing much. And USD CAD, which also hit TP as well, well would have hit TP, went a nice 50 pips or so. So a bit unfortunate, the one that I set didn't get triggered, and the two that I didn't TP'd, well would have TP'd, but that's just how it is. Got a couple pendings at like 30-40 pips away, but other than that not much at the moment. So that's it for today. Probably check back in again Tuesday, so tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get some trades by then and try and get this challenge passed. What's up guys? So a couple of things have happened since I last recorded. So it's approaching 1 PM now on Tuesday. So I had a trade trigger overnight, about 8 o'clock I think it triggered this morning. Then like an hour later, about 9:30, I had this trade trigger. So this one here, pound New Zealand dollar, a nice 38 touch, couple EMAs just below here. But we had a nice key level as well, which I'll draw in here. You can see these wicks here. So nice trade there, played out perfectly. A few pips draw down. Now it's moved off like 90 pips. Just refreshing my FTMO to show you a second. See there. Entry was 1.9620. TP was, so a nice 72 pips there. Full TP out at 72 pips. Took TP1 at 50 pips. But yeah, nice trade there. And this New Zealand dollar CAD trade that I've been talking about, it's live, currently in drawdown at the moment. So let me just record my phone and show you a second. So here's the FTMO account running minus like 20-25 pips or so now. And that's the trade that TP'd earlier. So nice 2% return now on the pound New Zealand dollar trade. We are running at 7.2% up so far. So hopefully if this trade can get back into profit, which I'm not sure it's going to do now, it's broken through all my confluences, but it is based on a weekly time frame, so do expect some drawdown really. But I've only got a 35 pip stop loss on this, so yeah, it's like 15 pips away or so from stop loss. But yeah, if this trade goes back into profit, I only need to make 2% on this trade, I can get this passed. But if it stops out, then we'll just have to wait for the next trade really. So yeah, just going to leave this for now and update when I need to. So 30 minutes gone by, just been triggered into this pound CAD trade. So nice key level here, we've got a 61 fib from this low to this high. So two good confluences there, you can see a nice key level from this here and this wick rejection here, which pushed off 500 pips or so. Currently at 9 pips profit, running a 35 pip stop loss on this trade. TP1 is going to be 1.5, so looking at about 50 pips TP. And still in that New Zealand CAD trade at the moment, New Zealand dollar CAD. Still in drawdown. Surprised it ain't stopped out yet, to be honest. So about 8 pips away from stop loss. But hopefully if this pound CAD trade can do well, then I'm not worried about that New Zealand dollar CAD trade. So yeah, 11 pips profit so far. I'm just going to let this run, and yeah, hopefully we can TP this trade. Show you my phone in a sec. About 4 pips away from getting stopped out on this New Zealand dollar CAD trade. But let's see what this pound CAD trade does, and yeah, let's see what happens. So a quick update guys, we're about 1900, 1800 away. Moving pretty quick now, 1600 away. So I got 1.5% risk each trade, but seems to have quite a lot of volatility at the moment, so moving relatively quick. Hopefully we can get this passed and have done with it. 1500 away. So let me just jump on the screen. So this New Zealand dollar CAD trade, pretty much back at PE now, minus 5 pips, so hopefully that can push up here and hit TP. I'm just going to go back over this pound CAD trade. I don't think I showed the weekly time frame. So pretty much $2,000 away again. So this is the pound CAD trade. As you can see, we're running at 10 pips profit still at the moment. But if you look on the weekly time frame, forgot to show this. We got the 200 SMA along with a 61.8 and this wick rejection here. So you can see it more clear on the weekly time frame. You can see the 200 SMA there, targeting the next two EMAs, so the 100 and the 200. So that's the reason for the 50 pip TP there. But yeah guys, just gonna chill. I've set an alert, so once any of these two trades get close to TP, then I'll be alerted. But yeah, running at $2,000 away at the moment, so but also I've got 2 trades on, so $2,000 across 2 trades ain't that much really. Just need a bit of movement. Let me just show you the chart of oil a second, because I use this as a confluence as well. So US oil is at a third touch trend line. Obviously CAD being one of the biggest exporters of oil, when you see oil drop off, you normally see CAD drop off as well. So third touch trend line. For some reason not letting me move the screen. There we go. So from this point here, that being 0.2, and now we're on 0.3 now. So using oil as a confluence and the 3 confluence I have on the weekly time frame, that's the reason for entering this trade. But yeah guys, I'm just going to wait and see if I get alerted here. Still might stop out, who knows really. We're not really moving that much. Well, we seem to move up like 10 pips and then we move back down like 15. But yeah, just going to chill and wait to be alerted. So about 700 away at the moment. About 900. So just going to keep an eye on this now as we get closer. It's moving so quick really. You'd think I'd have like 4 or 5% risk of trade, but that's not the case. What's up guys, so excuse the dressing gown, I wanted to update a few things before I head to bed. So it's 10 past 10 PM on Tuesday still, so still haven't passed. I think I come £250 away, or $250 away, about 7 times, and now about 1,000. So this is a New Zealand CAD trade. I ended up closing half the position off on this trade. As you can see, we come really close to stop loss. And we haven't had that good of a close. To be fair, we have closed just above the 61.8, so yeah, still going to try and TP this one, but I've got half the position on, so risking about 750. And I also executed a new trade, so I got 1% risk on this trade. It's New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So DXY is at a previous high as well, so helping the dollar weakness. And you can see here, really nice key level, really nice rejections there along, and also the 61.8 fib from this move up, from this low to this high. So a couple confluences there. Just go on the weekly, you can see that rejection now on the key level and back here in time as well. So really good key level. I've got a 30 pip stop loss on this new trade. Try and target like 45 pips, and that should bring me way over 10 grand. So going to leave these on tonight and hopefully wake up tomorrow and then be at 10k. So just looking at the FTMO, you can see we haven't quite met the 10 trading days, but tomorrow I'll set a trade 0.01 lot, and the day after, and then that'll be at 10 then, so that's nothing to worry about. So I think we're at about 9.2, but because it's 10 o'clock the spread's increased, so it's showing less than what it is. But yeah guys, just going to leave this tonight, hopefully wake up, be at 10 grand, and then tomorrow I'll set a 0.01 lot trade, day after I'll set a 0.01 lot trade, and then this will be complete. But yeah, check back in the morning. What's up guys, it's 12:20 PM on Wednesday. This New Zealand CAD trade ended up stopping out. about an hour ago or so. See, we're just pushing down lower, getting close to my next buy really. And just going over to New Zealand dollar, US dollar, pretty much at stop loss on this one as well. So got 5 pips away from stop loss, so super unfortunate. We come literally 1/4% away from passing about 7 times, so that's like 250, literally nothing. So if I just refresh this FTMO, you can see we're sitting about 7.3% now. So yeah, a bit unfortunate really. I should have passed by now, literally, but it is what it is. So today's the 29th, we've got until the 13th of October. So what I'm going to do is, because this video is like already about over 15 minutes long, I'm going to cut this here and make this part 2, and then start on part 3 and hopefully get this challenge over and done with. But yeah, hopefully in part 3 we can get this challenge over and done with. But yeah, keep an eye out for part 3. Should be up in the next like week or so, depending on how long it takes. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, see you in the next one.